Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Ramananda Parabrahma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Shivananda Parabrahma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Krishna Paramatma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Shankara Bhagavad-Padacharya Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Nityananda Parabrahma Namaha. Om Sadguru Sri Vyadhyasa Bhattarka Namaha. Atma Namaskarams to one and all. You are all my Guru Swarupa. Salute to all the people who are listening in this YouTube, and also people in front of me. You are all my Guru Swarupa. Now, today, that is on 8th November 2023, Wednesday, at Donnybrook of Melbourne. I am talking here. Here, there is one staunch devotee, Mr. Liam. He has changed his name into Lakshman. He is doing Japam. Now he is doing ISKCON Japam. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Since so many years?
20 plus years. 20 plus.
24 years.
20 plus years.
20 plus years.
24 years.
So, Mr. Liam, he was born in Melbourne only and brought up here only. Since 18 years of age, he is inclined to towards God. He wants to know the ultimate, and he will put forth some questions. And along with that, there are so many Indians who are in front of me. They will also ask some questions. So, Mr. Liam, sorry, you are Lakshman. You are already declared that you are Lakshman. So, just please come here. You please come here. I will show your face to the world.
Sure.
Along with that, very nice, very nice. You turn this way. You turn this. Turn this. Right. Introduce yourself.
Hare Krishna. My name is Lakshman. Lakshman Das. You need to hear this. So I was explaining one verse this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So that verse is explaining Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastri Koi Labhamatra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy. So it is saying that even just a moment, Labhamatra, Labha means a very short moment, that if we get the association of sadhus, then what is the result? If we take advantage of that, because when many people are meeting the sadhus, they are not taking full advantage of the sadhus association. It's like one sadhu is explaining that a mosquito may also take, even they are sucking the blood, the vital essence from a guru. But are they getting real benefit from doing that? They're associating, but are they really associating? So how do we associate? That association is through hearing. And when that message is able to enter our heart properly, then what is the result? Like the end of the verse, Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastra Koi Labhamatra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy. That one can from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we are here today. Guruji is asking me to say something, but I'm not Guru. I'm not Sadhu. So therefore I'm sending back to him that we are here to hear from you. So, but the message is clear that if we take real advantage of Sadhu's association, then what is the result? All perfection can be achieved. Oh, so my question was that we should seek out and we should understand and we should practice the Param Dharma. So I'm asking if Guruji can explain what is Param Dharma, what does that mean, what is that, and how should we practice that?
Yes. Today is a very happy day because we is such a deep devoted person, and he has quoted one version of Chaitanya Prabhu, Sadhu Sangha. See, in scriptures, the same version is told in scriptures. That is, Sadhunam Darsanam Punyam, Sparsanam Papanasanam, Sambhashanam Koti Tirtham, Vandanam Mokshadayikam. There is a version. If you meet a person of sadhu, sadhunam darshanam punyam, simply by having a glance at a sadhu, you will have some virtue or punyam. Darshanam papanasanam, if you be in contact with the physical contact with the sadhu, papanasanam, your sins will be burnt away. Sambhashanam Koti Tirtham. If you talk with that sadhu, if you conversate with sadhu, Sambhashanam Koti Tirtham, it is equal to the all pilgrims, sacred pilgrims of 1 crore. And Vandanam Mokshadayakam. If you salute to him, here Vandanam is there is a deeper meaning in it. Vandanam Mokshadayakam. If you prostrate before him, you will get salvation. That is the scripture telling. That is what just for a moment of darshan or talking with sadhu, you will be getting so much upliftment. That is what Chaitanya Prabhu told. Is it not? So your question is, what is Parandhama? How to reach that? What is the ultimate? What is the practice we have to do? That is your question. Is it not? See, the meaning of this word Parandhama. Parandhama. Param means ultimate, subtle, Soshmam. There is nothing beyond that. When you say Param means that is the ultimate. Dhamma means place. That is the place.
No, I don't mean Dham. I mean Dharma.
Dharma.
Religious.
Parama Dharma. Okay, I will. Your
My Sanskrit
is
not perfect.
yeah.
Pronunciation.
So your question is about Dharma. Dharma. Okay. Parama Dharma. There are dharmas, So I thought other way, thinking that is dharma. That will also lead to the same. Same. Essence is same. See, dharma is your bounden duty. What is to be done is called dharma. There are so many worldly dharmas. Suppose if we are born in a certain family, in Hindu scriptures and India, there are so many sections. In sections, if you are born and in a particular religion or a caste or region, there are certain dharmas stipulated for that. And among the other world also, you have to observe some dharmas. There are some principles designed for a person. In Hindu philosophy, we say it is Varna Ashrama Dharmas. Did you ever hear that word? Varna Ashrama Dharmas. Varna, Ashrama, Dharmas. Varna means here there are 4 sections: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Sudra, and Vaishya. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudras. There are 4. So, if you are born in that family, you will have to observe certain principles. And according to your brought up also, initially when you are in early age, you are called as brahmachari. Then you get married, you will become householder, grohastha. And after reaching certain age, getting away from the family burden and other things, simply you will do meditation and other things. You will be called as vanaprastha. And ultimately there is another state is called sannyasa. Sannyasa, you might have heard of that the word. Renunciation of everything, worldly renunciation. But whatever you are born in any sort of this condition, our aim is to reach the ultimate goal, that is Paramadharma. These are worldly dharmas. These are worldly dharmas. There are the ultimate Paramadharma is to reach God. Is it not? Yoga abhyasa rato nischam swadharma parataschayaha ayantu paramo dharmo yadyogena atmadarisanam. That is told in Mahabharatam. Ayantu paramo dharmo yadyogena atmadarisanam. The ultimate Paramadharma is to reach Atma or God. The ultimate dharma is by doing yogena, by doing yogam. That is clearly told in Mahabharatam, Shanti Parvam. Ayantu paramo dharmo yat yogena atma darshanam. By means of yogam only, if you reach the soul, Atma, that is called Paramadharma. That means worldly, you can observe so many dharmas. Suppose you have your brahmachari. Brahmachari means not getting married. Before marriage, you will have to do something. And after getting married, you have to observe some principles. Because you are already got married, you have to change the attitude of the worldly life with the wife. And there is another thing is vanaprastha. Vanaprastha means he will live with the children, but he may live with children, but he will get away from this worldly affair. Simply the wife and the husband will sit in meditation or whatever the effort, sadhana. That is called vanaprastha. Sannyasa means he will quit everything. He won't do any karma. Karma means action. To achieve anything in this world, he should not do anything. Simply he will have to renunciate everything and he will try to reach the God. That is sannyasa. Is it not? But wherever you are born or whatever the age, whatever the condition may be, everybody, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, or grostha, brahmacharya, vanaprastha, sannyasa, all these people will have to do a common effort. That common effort is called yoga abhyas. Do you know what is meant by yogam? Did you ever hear that word yogam? Yogam. Here I want to make it clarified that there is a difference between yoga and yogam. Yoga. Yoga is... No, not like that. Yoga is a word. Actually, originally, yoga and yoga are one and the same. But later on, all what we are doing these only by physical effort, making the body to fit, basically by doing some asanas and other something like this external pranayama. All these put together, we call it as yoga. That can be done publicly, everywhere, in a mass also. Whereas yogam is different. Yogam, here what Bharatam says, ayantu paramo dharmo yad yogena atmadarsham. This is yogam. This yoga means union. Union means combination of two. Combination of what are those two? Here, yogam, there is a definition in Yoga Sikhopanishad. It says, Yat prana panayoraikyam sarajo retasastadha surya chandramasor yogo jivatma paramatmano evam hi dvandajalasya sanyogo yoga uchyate. That is the definition, you know. The definition means the abbreviate, that is the enlighten the exact meaning of the word. That is called definition. That is the exact meaning of this yogam. Yogam is a combination of two things. One is, there are two, of course we need not go into detail about this yogam, just simply I am telling, there are two aspects in our body. That is called yat prana panayoraikyam. There are two forces in our body which are responsible for our inspiration and expiration. That prana, combination of this expiration and inspiration is called yogam. Swarajo retasastadha. There are two sexual seeds. You can call it sexual seeds. Swarajo retasastadha. Raja retas. See, the male seed is called retas and female seed is called rajaha. So combination of these two seeds also is called yogam. But there is deep meaning in it. If we meet, the male and female meets, combination of these things, they will give offspring. There will be production of the new race, new body. But here combination is not from between two partners. There are two seeds within everybody, both in male or female. In male also you are having female seed. In female also there is a male seed. So we are having two seeds. That is called rajo retas. Rajas means here the redness in the blood. That is called rajas. And retas means that is the suklam, white fluid, vital essence in our body. That will be circulating in the nose, in the brain. That white fluid circulating in the brain and the nose is called suklam. And the blood, red blood is circulating within our body, it is called rajas. So we have to combine these two things. Combining by what? That is called yogam. How to combine it, I will explain. But the exact meaning of, because ayantu paramo dharma yad yogena atmadarshana, ultimate dharma. You ask that parama dharma. The parama dharma is to do yogam. Reach the soul or ultimate God, what you say. So there are combination of rajo, prana, apana, aikyam. There are prana and apana. Prana and apana. That means there are forces responsible for our inspiration and expression. So you have to combine these things. That is called yogam. And there is swarajo retasastada. There is a combination of male and female seeds. Surya chandramasur yoga. So there are two nadis. Nadis, you know, that is a flow channel of our vital force, prana shakti. That those two channels are called Surya Chandrama. Right side flow channel is called Surya Nadi. And left side channel is called Chandra Nadi. You have to combine these two. That is called yogam. Jivatma Paramatmano. The individual soul is called Jivatma. And universal soul or spirit is called Paramatma. So individual soul is called Jivatma and universal soul is called, or spirit is called Paramatma. So combination of individual soul with the universal spirit is called again Yogam. So all these combination of four paces is called Yogam. That is told in Yoga Sikha Upanishad. But all these four pairs are not separate. They are aiming the same, the effort is same, the sadhana is same. What is that sadhana? Combination of your prana and apana. Prana means that is that force which is taking your life force or breath upwards. And that force which is pulling down your breath into downwards is called apana. This is exactly what is told by Lord Sri Krishna in Bhagavad-Gita. Because you are staunch devotee of Lord Sri Krishna in the 4th chapter told like this. Apane juhvati pranam prane panam tadha pare prana apana gati rudva pranayama parayanaha. Apane juhvati pranam prane panam tadha pare. That means apana means that is responsible for our downward expiration. And prana means that is responsible for upward inspiration. Apane juhvati pranam prane panam tadha pare prana apana gati rudva pranayama parayana. There is one method of doing this combination of these forces is called pranayam. Did you ever hear that word pranayam? Yes, that must be, you must be very thoroughly acquainted with that word pranayam. Here pranayama means prana plus ayama, pranayam. Ayam means there is extension or lengthening of our upward force. Till now, all the living beings, starting from ant onwards in the creation, every living being, including our human beings, we are expiring more and inspiring less. Expiring more and inspiring less. Combination of these two means you have to increase the upward force more and decrease the downward force less. It's not. So, how to increase and how to decrease this? You have to know the exact root cause for we are not able to take it upwards. Everybody is exhaling more, breathing more. You see, don't you feel that when you are taking inspiration, you are not feeling any difficulty? When you are exhaling, you are losing very freely. When you are taking it upwards, you are feeling difficulty. Is it not? Inspiration is difficulty and expression is very easy. That clearly indicates that we are losing our divine energy, divine knowledge, happiness, and divine light. All these four things we are losing more through the expiration. See what is happening while it is going so, along with our respirations, our prana shakti. You must be heard about this prana shakti or vital energy that is responsible for our functioning of the body. That force, when it is regularly being lost through the expiration, along with that pranam or this vital force, the mind is also going downwards. It is being expanded. You should know that there is a direct relationship between mind and the prana shakti. That is told by Lord Sri Krishna by Vasishtha Maharshi to Lord Rama. Ya prana pavana spanda chitta spanda sayevahi. So when your prana shakti, which is going downwards more, that is responsible for our oscillation of mind. Just like you keep a flame in the midst of this air currents, that will be oscillating, flickering, The flame flickers. Why? Because that is due to air currents. So if you want to make the flame still, you have to stop the air currents. You have to stop the air currents. Our mind is like a flame. And the air currents are due to respirations. So we are losing this energy through the expiration. So if you go on losing it, the mind goes on flickering. Is it not? To control that oscillation of that mind, you have to control the vibrations. Here, what you are doing, see, what you are doing, that is also a way of controlling the mind. Because regularly you will be going on chanting Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Is it not? When your mind is there, automatically the respirations will also will be attuned with this mind. Our Paramadharma is to attune with the mind and our respirations. We have to attune with our respirations and the mind. Here there is one fundamental thing. What is that? If you control the respirations, you can control the mind. If you control the mind, you can control the respirations. But ultimately, you cannot catch the mind directly. There is a direct relationship between the mind and the prana shakti. But you cannot catch the mind directly because our mind is like a flame. It's a flame. It is flickering. If you want to control the mind or the flame, will you catch the flame directly or will you catch the air currents? Please tell me, Lakshman.
Sorry, for one moment, my mind wandered.
Huh?
For one moment, my mind wandered, so I lost that last part.
Okay. See, now I tell you. See, there is movement of the mind. Mind always moves, you know. Why it is moving? The root cause for this movement of the mind is movement of our prana shakti in the form of respiration. This is responsible for our movement of the mind. Our Paramadharma, what according to your question, our Paramadharma is to control the mind. By what? By controlling the respirations. That is called Yogam. That is Paramadharma. But unfortunately, we are trying directly to control the mind by catching that, by keeping something chanting inside. That is the indirect way of controlling the mind. But the direct way of controlling the mind is to catch the life force. That is called Yogam. That is called Yogam. Here Yogam means how to control the respiration, not by forcibly keeping air from outside and keeping it there. That's not that. That will come under Hatha Yogam, something like that. But here you have to know the exact pathway from where the life force is coming from above. That is the seat of the origin of this life force is here. Here. It is coming from here. From here. It is going like this. So if you want to reach there, you have to take it upwards. If you want to take it upward, there is an obstruction. That obstruction is in the form of phlegm, you know. Phlegm. Do you know, understand the word? Kapha. Yes. That is just like mucus-like secretion. That will be seen at the throat, in the throat. Not only in the throat, but that kapha or phlegm is being accumulated in every cell of our body, at every second also. So that phlegm, that obstructing agent is not allowing you to take it upwards more. Then only your mind will be controlled. So if you want to have control, don't try to catch the mind directly. You have to control the life currents. How? By limiting going downwards and taking it more towards upwards. That taking upwards our own inspiratory phase is called pranayama. That is what Lord Sri Krishna says. Apane juhudi pranam, prane panam tadhapare, pranapana gatirudbha, pranayama parayana. You have to combine these two things. How to combine? Simply take the downward force apana and merge it here in the prana shakti. That is called yogam. The prana shakti is heat in nature, and the apana shakti is cold in nature. That always water flows downwards and heat goes upwards. You have to, if you want to increase the upward force, you have to create heat. And how to get heat? How to get heat? You churn your palms. All of you, please churn your palms. Churn your palms. Are you not getting heat? Yes. So when you are churning your palms, you are getting heat outside. That is called physical energy. That is physical energy. But if you want to get heat and get dissolved this phlegm, which is obstructing you, you have to dissolve by heating inside. What is that heating? You take hold of the respirations, both up and down, inside only, and do churning inside. There is a particular stipulated method of doing this. That is called pranayama, Antarmukha Pranayama. That is what we are teaching, and that what is told by Lord Sri Krishna and great rishis, and all this method of this churning process of prana, this vital force or prana shakti is called pranayama. So if you go on churning like that, inside you will be getting, because of churning, you will get heat. That heat will dissolve. When the heat is, the phlegm is dissolved, the upward inspiratory phase will go upwards. When it is going upwards only, along with that, your mind also will go upwards. Mind also will go upward, because both life force and our mind both have started from here. So unless you remove the agent, obstructing agent, you cannot control the mind. Even if you are doing this thing, then you are doing chanting or something, but the life force in the form of more expression is pulling you down. So remove that. You decrease that by taking upward. How to take it upwards? By churning. That churning process is called pranayamam. That is in 6th chapter, Lord Sri Krishna says, Arjuna questions like this. Arjuna questions, Kachino bhayvaham. It is very difficult to control this mind. Ayantu paramo dharma. Aiti Siddhayoga yoga chalita manasaha aprape kangarsi Krishna gachati. He is asking Lord, Arjuna is asking Lord Sri Krishna. Then Lord Sri Krishna replies like this: Asamsayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. No doubt it is very difficult to control the mind, but it can be controlled by two things. Abhyasena, you have to practice. There is a continuous practice of this pranayama. Abhyasa means there are so many abhyasas. There are, but tatra sthito yatno abhyasa, that is Patanjali Maharshi says that. And also there is another Upanishad, Abhyasena parispande prananam kshayamagate manah prasamamayati nirvanam avasishyate. In that Annapurna Upanishad, whatever you do effort to control your life force, that is called abhyasam. That is what is told by Patanjali Maharshi. That is what is told by Lord Sri Krishna in the 6th chapter. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. So you have to do an effort. That effort is specifically told in 5th chapter in Bhagavad-Gita. Sparshan krutva bahirbahyan chakshusheva antarevro pranapano samo krutva nasabhyantara charino. To control or to combine these prana and apana, you have to make an effort at the level of throat. That the throat, you know, if you open the throat, open the mouth, there will be a tongue-like thing will be hanging. That is called uvula. In Telugu, we call it as Kondanaluka. Is it not? So behind is here. That is told by Lord Sri Krishna. That is called Nasa Abhyantara Charino. Nasa means nose. Abhi means opposite. Antara means inside. just opposite to the nose, inside the throat, you have to practice with that practice at that level only you can control these prana and apana. You can combine. Then only it will be called as yogam. Is it not? So if you practice like this, automatically your mind will be under your control. Under your control. Chaitanya Prabhu at this slokam, he has interpreted like this. Not what Lord Sri Krishna told, it is very difficult for other common people to control these respirations and others. So let us go into bhakti by chanting La Hare Rama, Hare Krishna and all this. That is applicable to the common man. But if you want to go higher and higher and reach the level of this Paramatma, you have to make an effort. Abhyasena ta kaunteya vairagyena cha grihite. Vairagya means renunciation. That is renouncing the merely worldly pleasures. So renouncing the worldly pleasures is called renunciation, and abhyasa means you do this abhyasa, churn your life force inside and take it upwards. That is called yoga. That is paramadharma. So all these efforts, what till now we are doing, they are all other material and sub-level methods. Even if you want to control the mind, there is no other go except controlling your life force. That control life force is pranayama or yogam. Okay. So the paramadharma is do. There is another thing. You see the exact meaning of dharma, Superficially, we call it as some duty or some principle observing for the mind, that is called dharma. In Mahabharatam, Shanti Parvam, there is another deepest meaning in that. Sahidharma soparyapto brahmana padavedane naiva dharmi nacha dharmi nachaivihi subha subhi. That is told in Bharatam. Shanti Parvam. Sahidharma soparyapto brahmana padavedane. That means the ultimate Paramadharma is to reach Brahman, to reach Brahman. That is the ultimate Dharma. Naiva dharmi, nacha dharmi, nachaivehi subhasubhi. Whatever the principles calling as dharmas in this world, they are not called as dharma. The ultimate meaning of dharma is to reach there. So one should realize by himself, by going here. How? By taking your life force upwards. So here, most of the people, whatever they are doing, effort is directly dealing with the mind. But it is impossible unless you control the air currents, you cannot control the flame. That is the chale vate, chaleo bindu, nischale nischalo bhavet. That is told in Yoga Chodamani Upanishads. All this, you believe scriptures, Yes? Bhagavad-Gita, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, because you are so much gone into depth of Veda and other things. So, the Bhagavad-Gita is nothing but the quintessence of Upanishads. Upanishads are quintessence of all Vedas, Chatru Vedas. So, from Vedas, the Upanishads came. That's why they are called Vedantam. The essence of Vedas is Upanishad. The essence of Upanishads is Bhagavad-Gita. In this Bhagavad-Gita, Lord Sri Krishna, Yogishvara Krishna. Why Lord Sri Krishna is called Yogishvara? He told about this Yogam and he was practicing and told the same to Lord this Arjuna in the entire Bhagavad-Gita. There are 3 specific slokas about told about this pranayama or yogam in Bhagavad-Gita. In 4th chapter, Lord Sri Krishna told apane juhati pranam prane panam tadhapare prana apana gatirudhva pranaya paraya. That like this you have to control them. The exact way of doing this pranayama is sparshan kutva, 5th chapter. Sparshan kutva bahirbahyan chakshuseva antari bhravo prana apano samokutva Nasabhyantaracharino. You have to practice here at the throat level, at the opposite to the nose. And there is another slokam in 6th chapter. Samankaya sirogrivam dharayanna chilam saraha sampreksha nasikaglam samudisascha avalokan in the 6th chapter. That means when you want to practice this pranayama, you have to sit directly. You have to keep the head, neck, and the body perpendicular. Samankaya sirogrivam dharayanna chilam stiraha. You should not look sideways. You have to always look here only. While practicing also, we will initiate. You have to look here. Your gaze should be always concentrated here. Sampreksha nasikagram. Nasikagram is not at the tip of the nose. That is at the root of the nose. You have to look there and do pranayama. So specifically, Lord Sri Krishna told in Bhagavad-Gita about this way of doing pranayama. If you do this, you need not do other things. See, there are so many things now put forth in this world. So many methods. Puja koti samo stotram, stotra koti samo japaha, japa koti samo jnanam, jnana koti samo laya. The same Lord Sri Krishna told to Arjuna in Uttara Gita. Puja koti samo stotram. Whatever the pujas, pujas. If you do crores of pujas, that is samo stotram. That is equal to stotram. Just praising about God. That is stotram. Stotra koti samo japaha. If you do stotras about crores, that is equal to one japam. That is what he is doing. Stotra koti japa. Japa koti samo jnanam. Even this japam is also, crores of japams are equal to jnanam. Here jnanam means not simply sitting idly and closing your eyes and sleeping. That's not jnanam. You have to do this pranayam, Antarmukha Pranayama, and then go to meditation. That's why lastly says jnana koti samolaya. That is, laya means the annihilation of the worldly things and everything to go upward. By going upward, that is called laya yogam. This laya yogam is superior to puja, stotram, japam, jhanam, and all these things. That is much superior. That is called paramadharma. Understand? That is the paramadharma. That is the ultimate. You have to do that. Here, what he means, Lord Sri Krishna means, not that all these yogas are not correct. Among all these yogams, there is one superior yogam. He is not condemning yogas or yogams. There is one superior yogam that alone will keep your mind inside and keep it here. That is the Antarmukha Yogam. I am telling the fundamental and root of this yogam or any effort. See, there are only two things: mind and the prana shakti. Do you understand? Prana or vital force, which is responsible for your functioning of the body. Along with that prana shakti, your mind is also functioning. Is that? If you want to have control, what is our aim? To control our mind. Is it not? To control this mind, you have to control the respirations. That is told in everywhere. In the 6th chapter, I will tell you. Yadhadipo nivatasto negate sopamasmataha yogano yatachittasya yunjate yogamatmana. That is told in 6th chapter only. Yadhadipo nivatasto. Just like the flame without air, just like the flame becomes still, yogino yatachittasya, by means of yogam only, by doing this effort of yogam only, yunjate yogamatmanaha, he will reach there. What Lord Sri Krishna confirmed, the ultimate yogam is buddhi yogam. He started in the 2nd chapter, from 2nd chapter onwards. Yeshate avhita sanke buddhi yoge tyamasanu buddhayukto yaya partha karmabandham prahase. In 2nd chapter, in the 39th sloka, he started telling that buddhi yogam. That buddhi yogam is explaining in the 4th chapter, apane johati prana. And in the 5th chapter, sparshan kutta bahirbahyan. And in the 6th chapter, Samankaya Sirogrivam Dhachalan Dharyam Nachala Seraha. So in the 9th chapter also, Ananya Chintayanto Mam Yajana Parupasate, Tesham Nityabhyuktanam Yogakshamaham. That is the same in the 7th chapter. In the 7th chapter, Lord Sri Krishna, Avyaktam Vyaktim Apannam Manyante Mam Abuddhaya. Is it not Bhagavad-Gita? Avyaktam Vyaktim Apannam Manyante Mam Abuddhaya. I am not the shape, I am not the form, but these people with less mind, they are thinking that I am form. I am formless. I am formless. No. God is both form and formless. The form has come from formless. In 13th chapter, there is Sarvendri Gunabhasam, Sarvendri Vivarjitam, Asaktam, Saravruchaiva, Nigunam Gunabhotvicha. Did you ever hear that word? In 13th chapter, Sarvendri Gunabhasam. I am eliminating all these senses. So I am working through the senses. And Sarvendri Vivarjitam, I am getting away from the senses. Asaktam Saravruchaiva. Asaktam means I am not at all interested in enjoying all these material pleasures. Saravruchaiva, simultaneously, I am enjoying with the senses only. Nirgunam Gunabhoktracha. I am both Nirgunam and Guna. You know what is meant by Nirgunam? Nirgunam means formless. Guna and shape. When you say Guna means there is a shape. When you say Nirgunam Gunabhoktracha, simultaneously, I will come into Trigunas. I am away from the Trigunas and I am simultaneously coming into Gunas. Krishna means he is both shape and shapeless. Same entity. Natad bhasayate suryo. Nasasanko napavagaha. Yadgatva nanivattante. Tadhama paramamama. Did you ever hear that 15th chapter? Did you ever hear that? Huh? You can't remember. But please hear me. If you can't remember, please hear me. Natad bhasayate suryo. That means the sun or moon or fire, they can never eliminate that Parandhamam. I am that. Natad bhasayate suryo nasasanko napavaka. Yadgatva nanivattante. If you reach that abode, that place, that is called Parandhamam. If you reach that place,
so what is that place?
That place is here. Ahamatma Gudakesa Sarabhotasya Stitaha. Yad Ahamaditya Majjancha Bhotanam Antayevacha. Did you hear that word slokam in 10th chapter? Did you hear? You have not gone. So the Aham Atma, here I am means what he is saying, that I am Atma. Gudakesa, he is addressing Arjuna. You conquer of the sleep. Aham Atma Gudakesa Sarvabhutasya Sthita. I am not only here at a particular individual, but I am here at all the individuals. Not only the human beings, at the place and all creatures also. So Aham Atma Gudakesa Sarvabhutasya Sthita. I am there everywhere. Aham Aditya Majjancha Bhotana Antayevacha. I am prior to this form, this creation. So I was there before this creation. I am there in the creation. Even after this creation also, I will be there. That is the definition of Ahamatma Gudakesa. But Lord Sri Krishna told, you have to combine your bhakti and the pranayama also. I will tell you, in 8th chapter, Priyana Kale Manasachalena Bhaktya Yukto Yoga Balena Chaiva. Try to understand these two words. Priyana Kale Manasachalena Bhaktya Yukto Yoga Balena Chaiva. You have to combine both bhakti and yogam. Bhaktya Tanaya Sektyo Ahvevam Vidojana Jnatum Drashtuncha Tatvena Praveshtuncha Parantapa. That is told in 11th chapter. See here, bhakti yogam. For everything, yogam is a must. Even for bhakti, dhyanam, karma, jnanam, all these things you have to add yogam. Tapasibhyodhiko yogi, jnanabhyopa matodhikaha, karmabhyaschadhiko yogi, tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. He was telling like this. Tapasvibhyodiko yogi. Yogi is superior to people who are doing penance in the jungles and other things. Jnanabhyopi matodikaha. Those people who are going with the theoretical knowledge, yogi is also superior to that theoretical jnani. Karmabhyas chadiko yogi. Those people who are doing this Vedic karmas. Yogi is superior to the Vedic people doing Vedic karma. Tasmad yogi bhavarjana. So yogi is superior to all these things. Become a yogi. Even you are a yogi, he is explaining. Yogi nam api sarvesham adgate antaratmana. Even these yogas also, there are so many yogas. Among them, there is one yogam. Madgate antaratmana. That yogam which lead you to merge in me. Merge in me. Madgate antaratmana. I am antaratma. That yogam which lead you to merge in me. Saddhavan bhajite mam. If you do it, that yogam steadfastly and reach there, he will be more dearer to me. That is told in 6th chapter. There is in 18th chapter, Chetasa sarva karmani maisanyasya matparaha buddhi yogam upasritya machitta satatam bhava. The extension of this slokam, there is another slokam. That is, if you want to keep your mind on me, you have to practice buddhi yogam upasritya machitta satatam bhava. You have to keep your mind by practicing this buddhi yogam. He already started in 2nd chapter as buddhi yogam, and he has continued the same word in the 18th chapter also. He is trying to explain the same method of doing yogam in different names. Different names. Some people, they think that there are so many methods. There are 18 methods, 18 efforts told in Bhagavad-Gita. But the same effort is buddhi yogam. That is told in 2nd chapter, and he uttered the same word in the 18th chapter also. See, it is not so easy to understand the exact meaning of pranayama or what Lord Sri Krishna's version. In 18th chapter, at the end, Vyasa Prasada Srutavan Etad Guhya Maham Param Yogam Yogi Srat Krishna Sakshat Kadaya Swayam. That is the quintessence of entire Bhagavad Gita. Sanjaya is telling to Dhritarashtra ultimately, saying that Vyasa Prasada, with the blessings of Vyasa, Etad Guhyam Aham Param, this secret of this entire Bhagavad Gita, Yogam, see, what is he telling? Ultimate, the essence of this entire Bhagavad Gita, Yogam, told by whom? Yogi Sada Krishna, Sakshat Kadeva Swayam. He personally told, and I could grasp that by the blessings of my Guru Vyasa. That is the quintessence of Bhagavad Gita. What told in Bhagavad Gita is nothing but Yogam. Here, we have to correlate. Don't take the specific meaning of that particular slokam. So you have to correlate in 15th chapter. Yatanto yoginaschainam paschan kyatman avastitam yatantyopya krutatmano nainam paschan chachetasaha. In 15th chapter, you might have heard or not, I don't know, but in 15th chapter, yatanto yoginaschainam, those who practice this yogam only can only understand and reach Atman here. He can see the Atman and merge there. Yatantopi akrutatmana. Those people who are not doing this yogam, away from that, nainam pasan acheta saha. He cannot see the Atman. That is the exact meaning of slokam. What I am explaining, everything in terms of yogam told by Lord Yogeshwara Krishna. I am correlating both all these slokas, starting from the beginning and ending also. Understand? So this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Lord Sri Krishna told how to keep your mind on me. That is the mean is that word is good. How to explain it? Man means mind. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranaraja ahantva sarvapabhi. How to keep your mind in me. Here, keeping mind in me means not simply keeping or focusing your mind on me. You have to merge within me. Merging your mind is called Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. First of all, whoever says bhakti means he should know the fundamental definition of bhakti. Lord Shankaracharya says, moksha karana samagriyam bhaktireva gariyasi. Swaswarupānusandhānam bhaktirichabhirite. In Viveka Chodamne, he told, no doubt, the bhakti is superior to all others. But the definition of bhakti is Swaswarupa Anusandhanam Bhaktirichabhite. You have to merge yourself by going upward. That is called Swaswarupa Anusandhan. That's why people, without understanding the exact meaning of Lord Shankaracharya, we are telling in different meanings. Bhakti is self-realization. You have to realize self. That is called bhakti. That is the ultimate. Bhakti is a 3 steps, There is external bhakti by doing all these Navaveda Bhakti Marga. You understand? There are so many methods to reach God. Externally, we say it is called Navaveda. There are 9 steps. That is called Navaveda Bhakti Marga. But if you want to go higher up, you have to go another method called Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti. That is Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti will be achieved only by taking within your life force and keeping your mind within yourself. That's why I am explaining. Ananya Chantiyanto Mam Yejana Paripasade Tesha Nityabhiktanam Yogakshema. Anya means outside. Ananya means within yourself. If you want to reach within you, you have to practice. That is called Ananya Bhakti. And there is another Bhakti that is called Ekanta Bhakti. Ultimately will become one. Till now, you are thinking the ultimate dharma is to become in Advaitam. No duality. You see, reaching by bhakti or anything, you should become Advaita. You should become one with that Supreme. That is called Yogam. That is called Bhakti. That is called Jnanam. That is called Karma. Whatever the word you say, you have to go there. To go there, you should do that pranayama. Without doing pranayama, there is no question of using all these words. Understand? Because till now we have we confirmed that this is like this is like this. But having gone into the depth of by doing pranayama only, a yogi alone can understand this. A yogi alone can understand. In Bhagavad-Gita, in Gita Mahatmya also he says, Prarabdham bhunjamano pa Gita abhyasa ratasada samuktasya sukhi loke karmana nopalapyate Gita Jaina Silasya Pranayama Parasacha Naiva Santi Papa and Purjanma Kutarapiri. That is in Gita Mahatmya, so you might have read about that. So one who practices pranayam and chant this Bhagavad Gita can only be away from this karma. This is all essence of the Bhagavad Gita and scriptures also. Unless you practice pranayama, we can never understand. You can never understand. There is in 12th chapter, Treyohi Jnanam Abhyasat, Jnana Vishishyate, Jnanat Karmaphala Tyagam, Tyaga Santaram. There are so many deep meanings in every slokam, provided one who practices pranayama. In reality, I will explain. Unless your cup of love is filled with, then only it will be extended to others. Your cup of love, your heart is filled with love and other things. Your heart should be filled first within yourself, should be thoroughly filled. Then only it overflows to others. But at the expense of humanity and other things, all the people, we are working for our selfishness. Is it not? Is it not? So, first of all, try to fill your heart with love. How? How? Love is love by heart. By what? Prema. What you call prema? See, can you extend your love to others just like your children? Impossible. It is impossible. It is impossible. That means there is some barrier. There is some selfish barrier within our family. And out of that only, whatever you want to extend others, not at the expense of your love with the children. Is it not? So, Real meaning of humanity is there is some universal force is there in everybody. That universal force, whatever you call, is called God. That universal force is common to everybody. When you know pretty well that the same amount of Chaitanya or force within me and within you, how can you extend your love to others? He is also equal to you. He is equal to you. Then how can you extend your love, thinking that he is inferior and you are superior? Is it not? So humanity means try to understand what is the universal force which is existing in everybody. So understand the common Chaitanya within everybody is called humanity. Not by simply materially showing some sympathy, something like that. You may be suffering by seeing others who are suffering. That's good. That is the basic way of humanity. That is good. But if you go to the depth of it, you have to understand who is suffering. Is he suffering or appearing to be suffering? Because he is also God. He is also God. He is equal to you. So try to understand that he is also equal to you. So understanding that the common force is called humanity. Is it not? What do you say, Amma? Our Guru, Swami Ramananda Paramahamsa, he did penance in the caves with the snakes. He is man of snakes. And his Guru, Paramaguru, Swami Sivananda Paramahamsa, when he was doing this pranayama, he attained samadhi and the trees and shrubs grown around his body for 3 years. So this method is not a new method or a haphazard method. That is already experienced by our Guru Parampara, and that they told according to the scriptures. Our Gurudev told everything about this Bhagavad-Gita and Upanishads and all these things. So here, the basic platform for telling this philosophy, first thing, Srutya. You have to tell according to the scripture. Yuktya, you have to tell exact example. And Swanubhootva means you have to talk with your experience. So correlate your experience, give set an example, and hear the teachings of scriptures and gurus. So then only it is called philosophy. Otherwise, you have got your own opinion. In 16th chapter, Tasma Srastram Pramanate Karya Karyavsato Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartum Miharaso is in 16th chapter, Lord Sri Krishna says, whatever you want to decide, you have to decide according to this Shastram, scripture. You have to decide what to do and what not to do. You have to decide according to the scripture that is told in 16th chapter. See, another thing is, the person who wants to learn philosophy must be in a receptive nature. Receptive nature. Then only you can understand. You can attract the things. Om Swasthi Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahminebhyah Subhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhno Bhavantu Om Sarve Sukhna Santu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrana Pasyantama Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhanuttu Sahviryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Vadhetamastuma Vidishavahe Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Jai Gurudev.